Islam, family. Hey, listen, I was sitting here thinking about this 2020 census thing, right? And I was wondering, like, if y'all think that's a setup or it's a way out, you know what I mean? For real. Like, I'm starting to think, like, not say I'm starting to think, and this ain't fact, y'all. This is just theoretically, I'm speaking, thinking, freestyling, right? If they ask that citizenship question and people say no, they're not a citizen of the United States, and they then declare what they are, whether it's Moorish American, Puerto Rican, start saying I'm Boricua instead of saying Puerto Rican, taking themselves out of that corporate worship status brand name of Puerto Rican, like, wouldn't that be a legal declaration and proclamation of those people declaring their nationality, and wouldn't subsequently then they be subtracted from the United States citizen category and placed into the American category as an indigenous person, you know? And if that happens, you know, like, what happens from there? You know what I'm saying? Because now you gotta reclassify everything, and I think that's what they're more afraid of versus having statistical data errors and all this bullshit that they popping, whether or not they gonna ask the question, or why they asking the question and people was going against it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it would change the scope of life in America as we know it, because if they have to classify you as a Moorish American or American, or, you know, whatever you classify yourself as on that actual document, then, like, it gives the land back to the indigenous Americans. That's just my thinking, theoretically, right? Then we could really enforce UNDRIP. You know what I mean? For real. Because, like, if we have to declare our nationality, that means the people that said they was United States citizens, you know what I mean, and they are American, and then they're naturalized Americans, will actually have to give up, you know, their ancestral origins, like where their ancestors is from. And if they're from Britain or England or France or Spain or Russia or something like that, you would be declared what you are versus, you know what I mean? And that means the indigenous people will have natural claims to the land, because then they'll be classified as having their, you know, origin somewhere else, and that act of 1870 don't take place. It really it's scrubbed out. I'm freestyling. I'm just thinking, like, it really scrubs it out, because now your ancestral origin is on the record of being, you know, let's say a Scottish American. And just because your ancestors was here and after 1870 they could be declared American, and their descendants could be declared American, don't really make you American. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're not really from the land. You're not indigenous to the land. You know, like, Europeans are not really indigenous Americans. They say they're Americans, but they're naturalized Americans through a piece of legislation. It's not because they're actually American. And that's what we have to, like, really wake up and understand. You know what I mean? It's still colonialism going on. We still being, you know, we prisoners of war in our own land. Keep it 100. When we talking about reparations and shit, yo, we ain't even got our own land back. How we gonna get reparations? That's why they ain't giving it to us, because you still under colonization. Reparations mean to repair. You can't repair something that's still fucked up, that they ain't, you know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? It's like the engine there is broke, and we just keep riding we keep riding by it, you know what I'm saying? And then we hollering, yo, reparations or whatever, and they like, yo, we still colonizing the land, y'all ain't getting shit. And that's basically what it is. You dig? And like I said, I was freestyling, you know what I mean? That's it for the video. What would y'all think about that? Like, would that 2020 census actually be a legal document that people could actually stand on and say, I declared and proclaimed my nationality as being a Moorish American, or being American, or, you know what I mean, or where you from? That they take this, you know, instead of saying I'm Hispanic, Latino, this, that, and the third, you know what I'm saying? I'm American. I'm from America. You know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't that take you out of corporate worship, United States citizenship status? What's your thoughts on that, man? Get back to me, Moorish Mac. Y'all, you can email me at moorish.macbay@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you can get at me on the gram, and check out moorishmac.org. You know what I'm saying? I'll be adding new stuff on there all the time. I take breaks, though, because, like, I got a life, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I mean? It's always going to be some type of new, fresh content going to be on there weekly or something. You know what I mean? So check it out. All right? Islam, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. If you fuck with that, I fuck with you. If you don't fuck with that, don't fuck with me. You heard? One.